ladies and gentlemen, how we doing today? This very well may be the last episode, at least on this playthrough. Who knows, we may come back and visit Fallout 4 again sometime. I got one more Lamentations to get out of it anyway. Isn't that right, Cornbot? But as is tradition, I must test to make sure the sound is working with America's Gun. Let's see if that's working now. Cornbot, what do you think? Do you think it worked? You never change, Cornbot. Alright, but good afternoon and evening, everybody. Or morning, if it's really, really early for you. Today, we are going to finish up with the Brotherhood and the Minutemen, and remind the Institute that synths are not made in God's image. So, let's get this party started. Actually, first, let me check how much weapons do I have in terms of bolters. Okay, I need to make some more bolt gun ammo. That's just, there's no way around that. I need more bolt gun ammo. Because if I'm going to be taking on the Institute's endless line of cronies, I'm going to need to make this work. Alright, let's go. Wrong one. There we go. Do I have another kit? There it is. Ooh, man, I'm heavy without that armor. Gotta make as many as possible. We are gonna roll through a lot. Oh, I need more adhesive? Out of adhesive? Man, that's surprising. Whatever, that should get me through for at least a while. And I can level up now, which is bueno. Let's see. Oh, yes. I think this will give me the ability to make something I've wanted to make for a while now. Because though I can just modify the torso, I can make the jump pack.
Alright, you're good? You're good?
Yep, we should be good to go.
Okay, making sure. I'll enjoy.
Alright. So now I just need adhesive, which I think is kind of funny that I don't have. Because I have that mod that lets me... Oh gosh, you're going to spaz out because of the location or something, aren't you? Alright. Back that up just a bit. Move you over a tad. Perfect. Alright, now let's get in there. I don't have adhesive. I will make all the vegetable starch. So yes, we can say now canonically this Space Marine suit is going to be held together with vegetable starch. Standard crochet lining, no, I don't care about that. But I do care about this. Cower mortals. The Emperor's champions approach. Alright. Hey Lark, did you hear that the popular MTG artists are quitting over AI? I did not hear this. This is in fact news to me. I don't know what the specifics are about that, but okay. It looks so goofy. Yeah, it's gonna shoot through power cores very freaking quickly. Alright, so anyway. Back to the Pridwin. Time to blast sense, drink booze, and serve the Imperium. Amen, Ranger. Amen. Alright. I'm over encumbered. Oh, it's because of all the vegetable starch? It's because of all the vegetable starch, isn't it? Well, that's okay. I have bourbon. And sweet liquor eases the pain. Chuck.
Liberating the Commonwealth.
That is not Chuck, that was actually Stacy. My mistake, Stacy. Now we play the... Alright, I'm in. Don't scare too many of the crew now, Cornbot. I need most of them alive. You can get Gary, though. Wizard of the Coast got caught using AI art in their cards, so their artists are quitting. That's hilarious.
Attention. This is a reminder.
Gotta
Any
be
recovered
careful.
historical, technological, or social
The thing is, I
document
get using
should be
AI
delivered
art if like, you
directly
don't
to
have
proper
access
equipment.
to good artists or you're not good
That
at
is
it
all.
yourself. The thing is, if you're a profession, like if you're a multi-million-dollar company, you should be able to hire
If you're
some
looking
decent
for another
artists.
safe haven, there's shelter and supplies at the police
Hey.
station in Cambridge.
You look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. I can say that I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Dance. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
Yes, totally. That's what happened.
If we're gonna defeat the Institute, we can't allow personal feelings to interfere with our mission.
Spoken like a true disciple of Maxim.
Let's not get crazy. He works
We
for
need
me.
to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Pridwin's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
I can agitate beryllium myself. All you gotta do is just poke it with a stick a little bit. It gets agitated real quick.
Fine, just point me in the right direction.
I was hoping you'd say that. Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion.
Gee, Mass
They're a
Fusion.
power
I wonder
utility
what
company.
business they're
The
into.
world went belly up. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of nuclear power toys. The
Nice.
agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
Nice.
It's your funeral.
Well, with a big bad soldier like you watching my back, that's not gonna happen now, is it?
Oh, you know me
Kels
so
has a
well.
vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the Mass Fusion Tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
All right, let's go kill him.
Mutants were human once. Did science have gone so wrong?
I heard
like
that
getting
How could science go so wrong? I like to thank the founding brotherhood who just got nothing but bombarded with those ads you used to see on websites that are just like, did science go too far? Look at this pig-human hybrid. That was clearly freaking photoshopped. Yeah, look, last night my friend of 7 years kind of pissed me off, but seeing you makes me happy. Hey, I'm happy to present. Sorry about having a fallout with a friend. Fallout with a friend. That's what you should call it. It's called the series Fallout with Friends. All right, good to see you there, Atla. That's good. More of them don't have to deal with anymore.
Maxon's promoting you to Paladin. You deserve it, brother.
You're dang right, Stacy. You're moving up in the world. As am I. Board inspection will make you a permanent enemy of the Institute. Are you sure you wish to proceed? It's about time, fellas. Let's lock and load. Okay, I checked. The minigun works. Come on, Proctor, let's go. I want to shoot synths. Just jump on. Literally, jump on. Thank you. You make this much harder than it needs to be.
Roger that, Scabbard.
Roger what?
Clearance for release. You might
Failed
wanna hang
sense
on to
retention?
your-
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna retain them.
Ever cooking.
They're gonna retain some bullets. Failed mass fusion? No, we're doing that mission now. I'm pretty sure that's the Institute version of the mission. Started. Banished from the Institute. Oh, we'll return, alright. We will return. Oh crap, did I jam up the minigun? No, we're good. Jam has been cleared. Oh, yeah, something to shoot at. Come here, super mutant. I just want to kill you. Kill the whole grass I'm dropping. Nice thing is I can be stealthy with this.
Hostile target sighted on the roof, sir. Prepare to engage.
Already ahead of you. Fortunately, the accuracy of this thing isn't exactly what I call great. There we go. You don't need to be more accurate, you just need to cause more explosions. There we go. Where are you running to? up close and personal with a lot of you guys. I wish I wrote a vertibird instead of a death trap that was the Asprey. What? And he's like, you gonna play the DLCs? Probably not, because I feel like wrapping it up with the story thing, it puts a nice bow on it. I will have killed my son. I'll brought the thing full circle, and what we can do is we can start looking at another game to stream on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So hey Lark, doing this American style, going in guns blazing, asking questions later, or ask questions after. I'm not even sure about asking questions. All right, let's get in there.
We're in position. Go, go.
See you on the roof, Paladin.
I'm trying to get on the roof. Let me in. Oh. There we go. Ah, crap, I need to drink more booze. Or junk. Oh, my. It still wasn't enough. It's the vegetable starch. It is the vegetable starch. What am I telephone? We brought Cornbot! Trevor, hope you have hope for Elder Scrolls 6 after what happened with Starfield? I think there's hope. Hopefully they'll course correct after this nonsense, but who can tell? Perfect. Alright. Hello? Anyone home? Oh. How'd you get in here?
Don't have the
We're going
card.
down that way. Looks like the elevator needs some kind of a key card.
Ah, great. Now I gotta find a key card? Okay, where did I get this last time? Can I hack into it? Nope. Oh, it's up there. And that's why you get a jetpack. Makes life a lot easier in the big city. And you get a new Kacheria
The
out of it.
agitator anywhere. Unless it
Scrumptious.
removed.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way. Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we
Trading.
started designing
Nope.
the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead,
Remove,
I
so
find out
probably
that
end
you
with
have been
ES.
planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Or maybe like this one. Nope, that doesn't help me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal? That's
Come on,
enough.
using nukes to blow up communists is always fun. Why is it
Like
always
it or not,
removing duds and
when the
never
testing
refilling my
cycle is
cash?
completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
Well, he was a friendly fellow. Let's see, so annoyed was not it. I know father is mad as frick that he wasted his time trying to show off his traitor father or to his subordinates instead of just taking the beryllium agitator early before the Brotherhood ever came. Yep. Yeah, like I said, my son's a disappointment. Again? Pyramid and annoyed. Okay, the D's the same. Removes, we already tried. Damage, perhaps?
That's it.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright, now we know where to find the key card. Let's see. Given the state of the building, it would be absolutely hilarious if you had to plunge through the 10 stories when you jump from the vertibird. Oh, actually, that would have been great. Oh,
Found
that
the
would have been helpful earlier.
Now we can get that elevator.
But whatever. Going down. Did you get Cornbot from the Midwest? No, I did not get him from the Midwest. I made him to, you know, get blood for the blood god, the skulls for the skull throne, in a loyalist sort of way. I promised. Ooh, it's getting dark. What happened if Reginald was actually able to raise his son? He probably would have turned out a Chad. I'm very much a big idea of the nurture over nature argument. I mean, nature plays a part of it, absolutely, but as someone who has to deal with a lot of children, I can tell you typically the better behaved ones are the ones that have, you know, active parental figures in their lives. They're like, what would the Brotherhood of Steel be called if they were in the Imperium? It's actually a good question, because I feel like Brotherhood of Steel would be honestly a good name for like a Iron Hand successor chapter, or an Iron Hands warband. It's like a shooting gallery. Next. Perfect. Your feeble technology is no match for the Imperium advanced science. But, because the way I see it, they'd probably be in a guard they'd probably be like a super specialized guard regiment that works for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Though their ideology would have to change a bit. Because they wouldn't like someone worshipping technology, but in a weird sense, the Brotherhood kind of does as well. So I'm not sure what to call them. Steel would have to be in the name of some form, maybe Knights of Steel or something. Steel can't be done on the other side of the path on that. What's that? Nice try. Where are your coursers, buddy? I want to see your coursers. How do you block that? You don't just block that. I wish this had to go splat.
Targeting sensors fully operational.
You didn't do that. There we go.
For the Brotherhood!
You know, I know you like your whole showing off the stumps thing, but maybe you could just have a... Did you actually think of a better rifle? Huh. Maybe there is some artificial intelligence in there after all. Alright. Oh, two. Not the big one. Yes, there we go. You never know when I might need a 10mm round. Hello? Anyone home? If you had to choose what Nuka World Raider gang would you support, they all die. Minutemen all the way there. I would not dare betray my Minutemen. Even for the Brotherhood. If the Brotherhood had to decide to turn on the Minutemen, I'd probably wind up choosing to side with the Minutemen. Because I love the Brotherhood, but to a point. Die like is done. Hey Lark, could the Master's Unity beat the Enclave in Fallout 2 had the Vault Dweller failed in Fallout 1? It's hard to say. I would probably say that I don't think the Master could have succeeded against the Enclave because the Enclave's main base wasn't somewhere that the Master could touch. Not to mention, the Enclave had very good resources and better trained soldiers. Super mutants are great and all, but the thing is, he's kind of building something from scratch, and I'm sorry, a bunch of guys in Exo 1 power armor that actually have practical training and are on a mission I think are gonna do better than a bunch of juice super mutants. What the heck was that? You having trouble clipping through? Was it a Bethesda glitch again? Dang at it.
Sweet.
Easy lock though.
Always drop through here.
Going down.
She is an elevator ride, but at least we'll be headed in the right direction.
Ooh, you survived a few bolters to the face. That's impressive. Hold on. Reloading. Wait while I kill you. I was doing the same. Thank you. What's worse, artificial intelligence or natural stupidity? Well, I fall under the category of natural stupidity, so I think I'm worse. Please get over here and make me. Oh crap, I hit the balcony. Oh, we're going to be loading for a while. We're going down the rabbit hole tonight, Lark. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe we'll get some rabbit stew out of the deal. We're in for a nuke world, Lark. The nuclear warhead I'm launching from the Chinese sub in the harbor. Yeah, essentially. Essentially. Honestly, Nuka World never wowed me as much. Far Harbor was fun because it had a little bit of a Lovecraftian element to it, at least with the monster designs, and I like that. Also, I like the marine armor, and I like the vibe. I like the vibe. The only thing I didn't like about it was the Dema missions, where you had to go in and play that weird mini game that I'm sure somebody at Bethesda thought, yeah, this will be creative, but everyone actually just routinely hated. Oh yeah, we are the Minutemen. United we stand. And eventually we're going to get through this loading screen, I promise. But again, Fallout, I don't know why they feel the need is like, oh, you don't need a full loading screen to get from moving from building to the outside. No, we're just going to have a half loading screen that doesn't load as well. Minutemen with the NCR would be an amazing combination. The Minutemen's morals with the NCR's equipment and training. Oh yeah, that's a dream right there. We need the Minutemen IRL. Believe it or not, I know that most of you, I'm quite sure, are aware that they already exist, but there is actually a militia out in the Southwest that actually has claimed the name Minutemen. So they do exist. I doubt their ideals are the exact same as the ones in the game. But yeah, the concept of a community all looking out for each other is a great one. But see, it takes so long to load all this nonsense because it's got to load all these skyscrapers and nonsense. Now I got to go back in. Hopefully it won't take as long since I'm leaving the Atomic Wasteland. Yeah, that's a good question. Hey, honestly, Bethesda is running Fallout 4 on potatoes and lemons. It feels like they had it, because it's impressive how much graphic quality it required, considering the game came out in 2014. I admire your optimism, pal. I don't know why you thought that was going to be a good idea, but you were sorely mistaken. Alright, I'm running low on bolter rounds. I'm going to need to get more soon. We'll switch over to Ad Victorium for a bit. "95% chance to hit. Miss. Oh, that's... Thank you. Alright. Load them up. Would it be easier just to jump down there? Probably. But should I?
Engaging hostile flight form.
I don't know where the heck they are. What are you shooting at? At least they're having fun. Oh, it is so tempting to jump. That's why America couldn't create a counter-offensive against the nukes. It was because of the bloody loading screens. Ain't that the truth? Stay still, dagnabbit. We might need a more practical approach to this. I summon the bird. I did say I'd do this the American way. In absence of bolt shells, I present to you the autogun. think we got most of them. I think, is that the exit? Yeah, that's an exit. Kind of worried that the Fallout TV show will pick the Brother to Steel as the canon Fallout 4 ending, just due to them being the iconic faction in Fallout. I don't know. Then again, I'm not sure if the TV show will even address Fallout 4, because they said it wasn't going to be in any of the main games. And I'm pretty sure I saw like an NCR Ranger at some point, so I know that they're focusing probably more on the western side, since there's kind of more established war there. And well, this is awkward. Come on, Proctor, leave, get out, Proctor. Proctor, good lord! You have to send Cornbot home.
There it is. Mass fusion's reactor.
Oh, we're here.
Don't make them like that anymore.
They don't make them much like they used to anymore. I'm gonna need that duct tape to make more ammo on it. Gosh dang it. Why does every tunnel have to be caved in? Ah yes, a NATO classic. I'll be honest, I have no hope. I can completely understand people like, yeah, I don't think the Fallout TV show is going to be good. I mean, it could be good, but the thing is, we have had such...
Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll communicate with
I
you
have
through
the
their
Emperor's
intercom
protection,
system
sir.
while I monitor
Mac,
everything
rather.
from out here.
Alright, close her up.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait.
But, yeah, since a lot of shows like Halo have just, like, they say, like, oh, yeah, it's going to be great, it's going to be so awesome, but we're going to ignore the source material and make our own thing. And then they get surprised when people don't like it. Like Lord of the Rings Rings of Power was another good example of it just going up. And so I understand why people have sort of fallen out of favor with people making TV shows. Like, because if you had asked me, like, 5 years ago, like, hey, would you like to see a Fallout TV show? I was like, yes! And now I'd like to see one, but I'm not sure they do it particularly well. So, come on now. Show me. Yes! Look at that. Ooh, I would put you in a warhead so fast.
The building security alert in the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated.
But I have a pass card. Am I not good to take incredibly valuable nuclear secrets with me if I have the pass card?
False alarm.
Please wait.
Gotta get decontaminated again. Video game movies are a hit or miss. Yeah, for a long time they were complete. Typically it was a miss. Now they started to pick up. But yeah, video game TV show I'm skeptical about. If they had someone like a Henry Cavill on it that was just like so passionate about it, I would have more faith in it, but I don't know any of the people that are producing the show.
Hostile target detected.
Quit messing with Cornbot! You will never be as good as Cornbot. Never! Right. That wasn't such a chore now, was it?
We have a situation.
Oh crap. I fear the Assaultrons far more. Ugh. Frickin' tech heresy right there. If you see an Assaultron with a laser head, just know its machine spirit has been corrupted. Kind of disappointing, Cornbot. It should have taken you a lot less time to take out that turret, but I know, mistakes happen. I can forgive you, Cornbot, unlike my son! I feel like Fallout universe is more free to go off script because nothing is truly set in stone. Because nothing is set in stone in terms of the U.S., a whole no established characters like Master Chief. Yeah, that is certainly true, so there's more wiggle room, absolutely. But the problem is, the quality necessarily of... Really, this is what's bothering me? The quality of writing is what I'm concerned with, because tell you what, ignore the fact that, like, for something like Halo was a they crapped all over established characters. The story in itself, the writing was not good. And so that's the thing. You could have, like, you may not touch any of the characters per se, but that doesn't necessarily mean the writing's going to be good. Because a lot of people mistake, like, well, if this, like, I've seen this, people say this about, like, Star Wars Episode 8, where they say, well, The Last Jedi would have been good if it just didn't have, if it wasn't a Star Wars movie, it was just its own thing, and I disagree, because I think it was poorly written. But hey, that's just me. And maybe a few other people, but who's counting? Oh, you came back. We got brothers! Greetings, brothers. Watch out, they're teleporting in. They're in the walls, man. They're in the walls. I got bolter rounds for this. To protect my brothers, I will waste my shells. Ah, I see you creeping. Oh, that's glorious. Show me what passes for fury amongst your misbegotten kind. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more bolt shells. What's up, boys? How'd we do? No problem. Any casualties on our end? No? Excellent. Yeah. Not too impressive, Institute. This looks like a good time for some bolter gaming. Well, Lark, I have good news. The sequel trilogy is no longer canon. If what you say is true, you have earned my trust. But thing is, I've heard people say that, oh, that's coming. Like they're going to make the sequel trilogy not canon. They're going to get rid of it. They're going to scrap it. I've heard that on numerous occasions. But is it true? Yeah, they performed so poorly they were going to be stricken from the canon. Please, like, I want to believe you. I really do wish to believe you. But I'm going to need to know your source on that. Because if you can give me a source that backs up that claim, Disney actually said, all right, we screwed up. We're not doing it. Or they just say, hey, we want to take the story in another direction, and so we're going to put that in its own universe. Great. I'm all for it. I would adore that, particularly if you can make just about everything from the Disney canon into its own thing and bring back Legends. Because there's a lot of things I think Legends just did better. Yeah, and I don't mean to pick on you, Anthony, because if you're just doing this as sort of a tongue-in-cheek joke, that's fine. But just know a lot of us would really like it. What the heck? Alright. I discovered the Mass Fusion building. I hope so. I've been running around in it for a while. Alright, first things first, let's duck into the castle. You remember Deadeye the Blind Super Mutant? What about him? Honestly, I feel like Legends is past the Battle of Endor. I feel Legends past the Battle of Endor is what truly happened. And yeah, that's the way it should be, because like with the original Timothy Zahn books with Thrawn, heck, I can even deal with the Dark Empire stuff. But like the Uzong Vong, we've been begging for Uzong Vong for a while, but particularly what I miss is the Old Republic stuff. That's what really, like, that's what fascinated me. The lore of the Old Republic. After seeing the concept of a Sith Empire fighting the Republic, armies of Jedi, armies of Sith fighting each other, it's so cool, but yet we only want to ever focus on meh. Or just nonsense. Soldier, you doing alright? Alright, where's Kate? I want to bring her along with me on this fun murder fest. Not that I don't love Cornbot, but I'm afraid he's going to get stuck in a lot of the tunnels. Also, I have stuff to make here. Yep. I'm out of adhesive. Alright, do I have my... Yeah, then I can just make more vegetable starch. I will make all of the vegetable starch. Never mind, I just made some of the vegetable starch. I heard the Ray movie was canceled. Then the next day it's not canceled, so I'm just like, bruh, I'm done listening to rumors until I see a trailer, no trailer. Pretty much, because it would not... Honestly, it would not surprise me if they suddenly came out and said, yeah, we're not going to go through with the whole Ray thing, because nobody wants to see it. Absolutely nobody. I think even people that were somewhat okay with the sequel trilogy and okay with Ray kind of just said, why? Because I remember, like, the heartbreak for a lot of people. Like, even if they liked The Last Jedi, they even had to admit 9 was bad. And so I can't imagine them going, yeah, I want to gear up for disappointment one more time, please. General, what's on your back sees the agitator humming with radiation energy. It's nothing private. Fret not. Just don't stand directly behind me. This place feels kind of empty. Where is... They're all tending to the garden up top, aren't they? As much as I love the clones, the Republic troopers are always number one. Yeah, I do love me some Republic troopers. Hey, Preston. Piper, good to see you. Where is my Irish waifu for Laifu? I sent her back here, didn't I? I kept sending everybody back to the castle. I know Deacon isn't here anymore because he came down with a bad case of the dead because I shot him. Where is she?
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to
What a peculiar situation.
Hey, General.
So, how we doing? Where is she? Where could she be? We'll see if Bog Irish survives the takeover long enough to make any movie. Well, even if there is a takeover, it's going to take time to start producing new stuff. And that is shocking. She appears to be just gone. Did I accidentally send her to Sanctuary? Maybe I accidentally sent her to Sanctuary. There is a way to find... Oh, then I already have the bell built. Let's get everybody over here. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Do I have any... Well, I'm here. Do I have any... Nope, there's no places that need immediate assistance. Alright, they're all coming out of the woodwork. Good, good.
The broadcast is useful.
There you are!
We'd move faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse.
Not gonna happen. But anyway, could you come with me?
Ready to head back out?
You're dang skippy.
Ready.
Good. Then let's get moving.
Alright. I'll send... You can stay in the castle, Cornbot. I know the Institute ain't gonna touch this place with you here. And of course all the brave men and women here fighting for our glorious nation. Keep it up, fellas. You look awesome. I need to get them some better weapons later. Alright, let's do this thing. Fall shows acknowledge that some parts of the original games, at least since it's taking place in LA. Good. The fort is the worst fort ever. Clearly you've never heard of Fort Necessity. And all the Republic Jedi actually threw hands instead of sitting with their thumbs up their noses preaching peace. Well, some did, but there was like... I found the Sith and the Jedi far more impressive in the Old Republic era. And not to mention, since there were multiple Sith and multiple Jedi, you got to see more philosophies of the Sith ideology than just betrayal, evil, bad, stab. There's still plenty of that. but there was more to it. Sometimes it could be more nuanced, sometimes it could be even hokier. There was a mix to it, and the Jedi could have a wide variety of things going on for them. And not to mention, someone mentioned it in the comments earlier, but I kind of prefer Republic Troopers to Clone Troopers. Don't get me wrong, I love Clone Troopers, but it's kind of more impressive to me that the idea that these troops in the Republic, they're just average people, but they trained so hard that they became the best in the galaxy.
I wouldn't have made it without your help.
That's funny. I seem to remember having to talk you into letting me come
Careful,
along.
Ingram. Don't get smart with me.
We shouldn't stand around here talking. We've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we do.
Well, this is it. Moment of truth.
I'm sorry. Who to?
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Well, this is it. Moment of truth.
Here it comes.
We pre-programmed Liberty Prime's battle coordinates into his navigational processor. As soon as he's under his own power...
How do you think each of the
he'll head
factions would
straight for
fare against the
Institute.
Mechanicus?
Elder Maxon
Oh,
wants you
the
to
Mechanist.
follow and make sure he arrives at the CIT in one piece.
The Institute
Checked every
could simply
wire and
probably
every bolt on Big
outproduce
Al.
them on a
All
technical...
we need to do is
to
plug in
outproduce
the
her on a
agitator,
technical level.
start Prime's reactor.
The Railroad would just hide. The Minutemen, depending on where they are, if they're later on in the game, they have a chance. If they're,
Did you fill up his tank and check the tire pressure?
if the Brotherhood would be able to deal with it, they have the firepower too.
I discussed it with
The
Elder
Minutemen
Maxon.
could handle it, particularly if they
You
can
should be
use
the
their
one who has
artillery
the
to the best
honor of
advantage. I think the only one that would actually struggle with it would be the
Just plug
Railroad.
beryllium
And that's simply just
agitator into
because
his reactor
they
core.
prefer stealth,
Head back down
and so they would
here
probably
and
try and
press the
avoid the
transfer button.
Mechanicus
Good luck, Paladin.
rather than anything
Ad
else.
Victorium.
Ad Victorium, soldier. Alright, let's plug this son of a gun in. Let's see, can I boost all the way up there? I cannot. But I got close. Alright, big boy. You getting a big fusion core today. Oh, that is satisfying. Let's do this.
Fusion core reinitialized.
Lark, please give Mark the TF2 soldier's voice.
Full system analysis.
Wait, maybe.
All systems nominal. Weapons hot.
Oh boy.
Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. Probability of Chinese victory.
Oh
Impossible.
boy, how I missed you.
Brotherhood, summer.
Ad Victorium.
Proceeding to target coordinates.
Alright, we're
Freedom
going
is
in.
the sovereign right of every American. Democracy is non-negotiable.
Fall Liberty Prime.
Fall out.
I go get Preston, but we're already on the move. Come on, Kate. We've got a Commonwealth to save. Oh, this is great. The director of the Ray movie has come out and said that she enjoys making men feel uncomfortable, so I'm probably not going to watch the movie that would
Is a
make me
preferable
uncomfortable.
alternative.
I understand that thing, but actually I've heard some clarification on that. What she was referring to in that thing was she was being Pakistani. She talked about how, like, with the way they treat women over there, she enjoys making men feel uncomfortable about how they treat women. And so you have to understand that quote in the context it was originally given. Now, do I think she's going to make a good movie? No. But I don't want to rail on her for that because I understand the context
System
of what she's saying.
diagnostic commencing.
That being said, still not going to be a good
Mobility
movie.
complete.
He's probably really bamboozled because he wants to help out America. He's like, wait, they already got Boston? What happened? Oh. Zap him. Relax, we're going to be fine. Just eviscerated. Oh, that's beautiful.
Communism is a temporary setback on the road to freedom.
You tell him like it is, buddy. You tell him like it is. She did not say it. No, she did say it, but you gotta understand the like, she was talking about making men feel uncomfortable in Pakistan about how they treat women. So that's where the context comes from. go. Get him. Get him. Gone. Reduced to atoms. The only way this could be better is if they actually let me pilot him. Like, if I could control him. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Defending life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Tell it to him.
Obstruction detected. Overland travel to target. Minimized. Probability of mission hindrance.
Look at that damage.
38%.
Ah, that is fantastic.
Revised.
And that is why we love Liberty Prime here.
Aquatic transit protocol activated.
Oh, we going around. Ooh, I better eat something. I was not paying attention to my health. That will help. And yeah, let's get kind of checks.
Probability of mission hindrance 0%. Democracy is truth. Communism is death. Anchorage will be liberated.
Gotta love that go-get-em attitude. Unfortunately, though, he's taking the watery route, which I don't believe we can take as well. Frick! Good thing we can breathe in those. Alright, Liberty Prime is like Yankee Doodle and keep your rifle by your side. You can't satirize Americans without making us look cool. Yeah, like, it's like, as a lot of people have pointed out in memes, have you guys seen like the Chinese propaganda that tries to like make America look like warmongers, but instead just makes us look awesome? Like, they make us look way cool. It's like, I was like, because a lot of the Chinese propaganda is like, this is how you look to us, America. Like, oh, thank you. It wasn't a compliment. Are you sure? You made us look awesome. Like, there's like one movie where they introduced MacArthur and they made him look like an absolute unit. Or the fact that they had like this American pilot wearing a cowboy hat in the cockpit. I'm like, no, that's accurate. You got that right. Do not correct them. Unfortunately, Synth Uncle Ruckus will not be. Oh, you gonna give me a lift? No? Okay. Look at you go, big man.
German tank.
Looks like he's ready to fight a lizard.
China will fall.
Yeah, I feel like the railroad just made the contingency plans to avoid the bots. Institute will ignore them unless the bots are to interfere. Let's dance, boys! Oh, you're gonna try this? Do it, do it. No. Yeah, that's what I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. You've been disarmed. Level up. What to level up? Commando would be interesting to do. Rifleman would also be pretty helpful right about now. Demolition, tempting. All tempting options. But I feel like my bonk should do more damage. So we're going to upgrade the bonk. Let's test it, shall we? No need. We'll have to wait on that. Because this unit... Oh, too soon. There we go. Ah, with a backpack full of nuclear bombs. How amazing. Hey, Lark, can you find Cadian Trooper armor for Kate? No, but I can get her Death Core of Krieg armor. It'll warp her body a little bit, but I can't give it to her. Okay, would the Commonwealth fare? How would the Commonwealth fare if they were subject to the test for honor and glory? They would honestly probably lose. Because bear in mind, in For Honor and Glory, the way Raven wrote it, they were feral orcs, meaning they didn't have access to a lot of their other technology. Here, they would probably be able to pick up shields and other stuff like that, and so they would actually be able to rapidly develop into the regular kind of orcs we see in 40k. Maybe not with space travel technology, but they would be able to quickly overtake not just the Commonwealth, but the world. Though they would enjoy fighting the Brotherhood of Steel, but the Brotherhood of Steel doesn't have the raw numbers to take care of it. The Institute, but you would have to see the Institute, the Brotherhood, and the Minutemen combine forces to try and be able to deal with the orcs. It would be a rough situation for everybody involved. Oh, that's great. Get yourself a buddy like Optimus Prime and a Liberty Prime.
Democracy is freedom. Come.
Would you like a Thunder Hammer? I would like a Thunder Hammer. Unfortunately, I didn't have the skills to make one, but this Heated Coil Hammer is a nice substitute. I do kind of miss the original Super Sledges, though. Or the Fallout New Vegas Thermic Lance. That was fun jamming into people. I haven't found any good Imperial Guard armor mods for Fallout 4. Yeah, the best one I found was the Krieg thing, but the problem is it makes such a divot in the chest. I don't know why I brought the pulling out my gun. Super mutants, speaking of orcs. Have your spores come back from that. Oh, do we have a behemoth? Oh, this is going to be great. I don't even have to do anything. I'm going to let the big man take care of it. Oh, that's great. Come on. Come on, try it. You know you want to. Oh, did you just try and hit my man with a rock? Absolutely amazing. Oh, disintegrating orc behemoths will never get old. If only Liberty Prime was a companion, there has to be a mod for that. Unfortunately, though, he can't go everywhere. I wonder if you can make like a mini Liberty Prime mod that in. I know somebody modded it in so that Sean was replaced with a miniature Liberty Prime, which, honestly, hilarious. Imagine Kate wearing a Vestroyan Firstborn armor. Oh, they got another one coming for us. Come on, buddy, you can do it. You can do it. That is amazing. Oh, yes. Where's your super mutants now, Master? Hey, Lark, you gonna get the super cool Super Sledge from the Far Harbor DLC? No, since we're invading the Institute, this is probably gonna be the last stream of Fallout 4. I'll probably towards the end of the stream, I will talk to you guys about what we will start doing next. You gotta admire the Raiders here for having the gall, but they see this. They see this thing. They saw it take a super mutant behemoth's neck and just snap it like a twig, and they said, "Yeah, me and my pipe pistol can take it." That is Bethesda NPC logic right there. Like, these guys have ancestors somewhere in Skyrim that just decided to body check the Dragonborn after he absorbed Alderine's soul.
Democracy is non-negotiable.
You tell them, but can we change that to Republic? But anyway. Lark, no, Lark, yes! So Lark, what's the next game going to be? Could it be like a Krieg from Darktide? It's not quite like that. The texture doesn't like... Tell you what, after we get through this, I will show you what it looks like. Well, they might have crapped their pants, but... What you're looking at, big man, you okay? I went to the IRS office and said disgust.
To communism.
You ain't wrong, mate. You ain't wrong. I vote Total War. Total War could potentially be, but I do have some other options for you. Please do Bolt Gun. Tempting as that may be, that might be a little harder for me to stream the way I have things set up, but I won't rule out the possibility. I actually have a few ideas that I think you guys might like.
Freedom.
But we'll go over them all in greater detail while I have it here, and while we're waiting for our bestest boy to get to the proper location. I can tell you that one of the ideas, two of the ideas I have. One is sort of how Raven did the Mass Effect stream idea for a bit of going through each of the Mass Effect games. I was considering trying to do the same thing, but with Dragon Age. We would start with Dragon Age Origins, then do Dragon Age 2, then go through Dragon Age Inquisition. It would be sort of a super series. That's one possibility I've been throwing through because I think it would be a lot of fun. The other option is an idea I've been looking forward to, I've been thinking about for a while in playing an XCOM 2 stream, but with a little bit of a twist. Because normally what I do is when most people are very much akin to me when we do this, when we play something like XCOM 2, you can customize all of your soldiers. And so most of them make the followers, their soldiers, their friends. However, I don't want to expose my friends' identities on the internet like that without their permission. Most of them probably wouldn't care, but still. So I actually came up with the idea of XCOM 2 history will save us, and instead the premise is we are resurrecting heroes of old from ancient times, modern times, and all that, and we put them in XCOM and have them fight aliens. That's one of the big ideas I've been thinking about. I know Lark is excited for Space Marine 2. You're dang right I am. I want to bring back Captain Tice. I know he's been demoted to lieutenant, but he's still a captain to me, dagnabbit. Because Cato Securius doesn't deserve the honor. Give the Institute to the Beryllium Agitator, and they'll have the power to produce legions and take those feral orcs. The question becomes, would they want to? That is the question. Well, here's the thing. The synths, honestly, I don't think would be enough on their own to take on the feral orcs. They would, like, the pea shooter laser guns that they have, no, they're not going to be able to take them on. That being said, if they upgrade their weapons technology, then there is every possibility that they could, assuming they had the proper power with the agitator. I'm coming up there. I'm coming up there. There we go. Oh well.
Obstruction depth.
You gotta admire the fact they're still trying. They see this thing and they don't know they're already screwed. Burn, heretic! Or the Emperor. Ooh, look at him. Ascending to heaven. Woo! Extra juiced on that bolter.
Personnel should move to minimum safe distance. Embrace democracy, or you will be eradicated.
Now, as much as I do love the Minutemen ending, I gotta admit, this is by far my favorite way to get into the Institute. Instead of, oh, we're gonna hijack the teleporting array, like, no, we're just gonna burrow our way in with a robot.
Obstruction eliminated. Ground units.
Alright, boys.
Directive.
We are the sons of Caliban. Repent, for tomorrow.
All communists.
Oh, Form X is already done. How about that? Whee! I'd happily be an XCOM soldier fighting under your command for the inevitably killed fighting Xenos. I appreciate that, but the reason I don't throw out the idea of having subscribers or watchers be in the game, for the reason that, one, I don't know exactly how to customize you to make it look like the way you would want. And if we did that on stream, it would take forever just to customize one person. And there's also the problem that people would probably get upset if their guys didn't get on, and they also might get upset if their guy died or was disappointing or a certain stream. And
don't worry, we'll get this
look at you with that thing. Ain't that cute?
The mission is proceeding as planned, Paladin. Well done.
Yeah,
Our
it
next
is.
target is the reactor. If anything tries to slow us down, I'm ordering you to destroy it. Man or machine. Once
Not
we
a
reach our
problem.
target, you'll need this. It's a fusion pulse charge. Attach it to the reactor, and it can be detonated remotely. From
So what you're saying is kaboom.
it will be more than
'Cause
enough
I like
to
big
annihilate
boom.
the Institute in its entirety.
Hey, Lark, if you do Total War, you could have us in your stream as be your generals. I could do that. However,
Get that thing working.
you may not want that, because typically whenever I name a general something, it dies shortly after. But then again, I am also known to save scum. Is it said that Institute guns are weaker in the lore? We know that they're not as powerful as what the Brotherhood carries, but what the Brotherhood carried is a salvage tech from the old days. Considering what the Institute had to work with, the fact they have a large number of energy weapons is impressive, period. And I'm going to be using... Oh, I thought it was just going to be turrets for a bit. Yeah, we'll go back to Bolter. Oh, you a tough one. But not that tough.
You mean that's it?
Who's next? Nope. I was gonna kill you, I would have done it earlier. Yes, Lark kaboom. Maybe get a few Discord members for XCOM to see how it turns out. We'll see. We'll see. I think the Sole Survivor is given too much power in the game. You could say that for any of the Fallout protagonists, honestly, because like one of the big criticisms of like the NCR is like how weak they are and how easy to kill them. Like, my God, you're John Wick of the desert. Of course you're going to kill them. But with the idea, though, the Institute's main tactic is swarm them with numbers. And that's one of the big advantages they have with creating so many of the weaker Gen Sents, is that they can just swarm an area with overwhelming fire. And that's the true beauty of it. If I was leading the military arm of the Institute, I wouldn't immediately abandon these guys. I would try and reinforce them, make them a little bit tankier. Stop trying to make them look human. They got the human frames going on. Just accept that these things are robots and try and make them better fortified robots. And then have coursers leading teams of these. And you could have a pretty good military that way. But alas, they think not in the ways I do. Because they're dang eggheads who are only focused on science. Well, I'm going to show you some science. Imperial science. Oh, gotta reload. I appreciate you waiting. They may be heretics, but they're polite heretics. And at the end of the day, we gotta give credit where credit is due. Alright, now open up in the name of the Imperium of Man. Oh, son, I'm home, and you're grounded. Permanently. In the darkest recesses of the warp. Even gods may die. Ooh, a fifth box? I like boxes. You can never have too many Molotov cocktails. Gotta make a Papa Vulcan proud. No, but especially the Sole Survivor, like, literally you can be a Sentinel and the Brotherhood of Steel and the Institute and Journal of the Minutemen. You can also become an overboss OP. Yeah, well, that's sort of kind of the vibe they were going for. Like, Bethesda has a tradition of doing that, particularly in Skyrim. My personal favorite, though, is in Oblivion, how literally in the DLC you can become a Daedric god. Run, coward! You gotta watch out. It's dangerous out here, Mr. Scientist. You never know what could be lurking around any corner. Rolled a 1 on accuracy there. That'll teach you to exist. Israel, Brother Lark. It's time. Blast Line of the North. Oh, that'd be awesome. Actually, Line of the North is a perfect song to play for Lionel Johnson's return. Because literally he shows up in Nihilus, which is basically kind of the Galactic North. So it makes perfect sense. Hello? Anyone here? And gentlemen, I regret to inform you, the greatest crime of the Institute, you may notice, they're making us shoot Harambe. I didn't want to do this. You made me do this. We're even getting a great shot of it. Everything's gonna end poorly now because I shot Harambe. But I can cook synthetic gorilla meat. Well, this is something new. The NCR is a literal country with its own government and military, and they have been around since the early days of Fallout. That's like saying the current U.S. is weak just because the economy is crap. Yeah, you can watch my Lamentations for more of my thoughts on that, but I think a lot of people like to pick on the NCR because of like Russian Badger's video on it and a lot of the memes. Which, admittedly, a lot of the memes are pretty funny, but sometimes they take the memes as actual argumentation rather than just as the fun jokes we know they are. That is some sweet armor you got there. That was nice. Hold on, gotta reload. I know you're all secretly Tau players, and not even Farsight players, you disgusting. Adorable, isn't it? That's how you melee. Oh. Lewis. Oh, look, I finally found the lion son of the... Ah, gosh dang it, hold on. I finally found the Lion Son of the Forest at Barnes & Noble and picked it up. Can't wait to read it. Oh, it's a great book. If you like 40K and you like the Dark Angels, you gotta love that book. It'd be about to be just corpses. Oh, right, I gotta go get the override thing for the voice. Anyway, feel free to loot the corpses. These are all my son things, and he is officially grounded for life. Going down. Does the general have too much power, though? From what I've seen, the general starts behaving like an a-hole the minute someone stopped listening to you. Lore-wise and gameplay, they are yes man. Uh-huh. So, still have to say, though, people do not want to be destitute so their leaders can prove a point. So, really, I think the NCR is going to have a bunch of turmoil and might have to leave the Mojave. Possibly. Come on, let me in. There we go. Be careful. Melee combat can cause seriously bodily harm. Observe. You're an awful father. What? I'm disciplining my son for doing major screw-ups. How am I a bad father? Alright. Son. There you are, son. You know how you never got a spanking from me? It's time.
I didn't expect to see you again. Come to see the reactor, have you? We got it working without you.
I'm here to grant you the Emperor's mercy. Yeah,
I'm here to blow up your reactor, Sean. Put an end to the Institute.
I love that he recognized me, though.
At least there's no need for guessing games now. It's not enough that I lay here dying. Now you plan on what? Destroying everything?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's it.
Under what righteous pretense have you justified this atrocity?
The fact that you've been a blight on the Commonwealth and humanity for, yeah.
All the enemies you've created. You can't imagine why I'd be standing here.
Yeah, your institution killed my wife.
Count you among them. Well, none of it matters now, I suppose. You'll accomplish your task and ruin humanity's best hope for the future.
Do you not see the Astartes armor I'm wearing? I am the best hope for the future, pal.
Standing here. Is it regret? Or did you just come to gloat?
Bit of both. Oh, that's great. Anyway, in all seriousness, though, we can save some lives.
Sean, if you help me, fewer people will die. Will you?
Why would I ever consider helping you?
Because you've minimized casualties, genius?
Barry, the terminal behind me. That will disable some of the synths. Now go. Just leave me.
Uh-huh. Sure. By the way.
Payday.
Kate just sees me murder my own son, and she's just like, pay it, score! Oh, that's why I keep you around. That is hilarious. Wait. You kept the terminal password in your... Oh, no. No. You're getting the Molotov for that. What a disappointment. Ah.
Well done. Looks like a path should be clear.
That felt good. That felt good. Oh, that's great. Your mother would be so disappointed in you. Anyway, Kate, come on. We gotta go work. We got work to do, and we also have a new kid to we have a new kid to pick up. Not the way you think. We'll talk about that a little bit later this week. Why do I keep getting caught on the guardrail? Must be the backpack. Who's the real evil here? Would his Emperor's finest be the enemy? I think not. Now, if you'll excuse me, run, coward, your doom approaches. You got quite a left hook there. Actually, no, that's a right hook. You think? Oh, you're a tough one. Try again. Oh, clever. But not clever enough. I can do double damage with a melee weapon? Oh, decisions. You know what? We're going full bonk. Full bonk. Full bonk. It's bonking time! Here. Try it. Can't win. This is your wake-up call, Chuckle Nuts. You know, you think I'd be upset about having to kill my son? I'm doing all right. It's what his mother would have wanted. No mercy.
What was that?
Can't any trouble. Yeah, but the information on the Commonwealth is quite limited. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Catch, guys. Don't run into the flames, you'll just die. Can't blame that death on me. You decided to be an idiot.
Something's out there.
Yeah, sense, Maxon. What'd you think we were gonna find? You're not turning into a world leader. No! I'm wearing Black Templar armor. Black Templars are well known for their melee skills. I mean, what would Sigismund say? Alright. Ooh, wow. Health is really low. But that's okay. I have the mysterious serum.
Reading detected.
Oh, that doesn't automatically put my health up. But that does. I mean, he grew up to want to kill all of humanity to justify saving it. I think his mom would be upset. I mean, upset that it had to be done, but not upset with how I chose to do it. What are you, sir? You are a special looking one. You know what? I think this calls for special ordnance. I mean, I got the mini nukes. I'm going to use the mini nukes. Overkill? Yes, but again, I don't care. That'll teach that laser turret to shoot at me. Don't worry, you're getting another one. Gosh, where are these secret ones before? For the Emperor. Okay, brother, maybe slaughtering the unarmed scientist is a little too harsh, says the Lord. It was death guardian. Nah.
Target gap.
Paladin Brandis reporting for...
Brandis, you old so-and-so. Good to have you back.
We make this fast and precise.
Good stuff. I'm impressed they got it, this up and running without that beryllium agitator, because that was supposed to be what made it work. Alright. Anyway.
Work, Paladin. I think it's time to leave this place to its fate. Proctor Ingram, do you copy?
Elder Maxon.
Time to go.
Time to go, fellas. Ah, what a glorious day. I was looking at my goody two-shoe ones when I first playthrough, and I was not on my goody two-shoe ones, and I really much. Aha! Nuka World for life. No. You're only making this more fun for me. In the words of Liam Neeson, overkill is underrated. Indeed. Alright, we've made it out.
Proctor Ingram, it's time to teleport us out.
Sorry, Elder, I would, but... well, this child showed up. He claims to be the Paladin's son.
Uh-huh. Come with me, bud.
Alright.
You will make a great member to the chapter.
You mean it?
Alright, let's go.
I mean it. Now let's get out of here.
Now I can properly raise a child.
Alright, Ingram. Fire it up.
Everything looks green. System's warmed up and ready to go if you are.
Yep.
Absolutely. Let's get out of here.
You got it, Paladin. I'm going to send you and Elder Maxon directly to the detonation site. I'll make sure the kid gets some new clothes and reaches the airport safely. When that reactor goes up, this place will be nothing but a smoking crater full of rubble.
As it should be.
Quite a sight. Looks like your work here is done, Paladin.
It's been a long time coming. But we did it. We, in fact, did it. Alright, boys. Really? Right now I've got other things to worry about than defending Green Top Nursery. Goodbye, Sean. I'll teach you not to be a disappointment later. That's so good. He's young enough to join the Cadian Guard. Controversial topic, my friend likes the railroad. They're free to. They're okay to be wrong. They can have poor taste. But if they like the railroad and they get enjoyment out of it, I'm not going to stop them. There's some people that enjoy Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Press that button.
We got people that like taste. And Kate, glad that you're here with me for this.
To the Commonwealth. It's time, Paladin. The Institute and their synth abominations must be eradicated.
Save your speeches. I'm here to see things go boom. A 1, a 2, a skiddly diddly for the Emperor! Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? We might have done a little bit of overkill, but I don't care. We did the Lord's work today. We did the Lord's work. He's just old enough to learn how to field strip a lasgun. Yes, he is. Ordo exterminatus indeed. I always save Sean even on my Raider playthrough. I'm not heartless. Yeah. Oh gosh, I think we might have broken it. I think we may have been so imperial I didn't know what to do. Yeah, like, is there armor that is stronger than power armor or no? Certain power armors, some of the lower level power armors you can beat with ballistic weave. But yeah, I think it's legitimately stuck. It is. I think it's legitimately frozen here. Yep. It in fact be busted. We exterminated it too hard. Wow. That is something absolutely special. Well, if it's not gonna work, it leaves me very little choice. Oh dearie me. Bear with me, fellas. Gotta do some fixing. Oh wow. The Imperium of Man was too strong for it. Shoot, fire fuzzies. Oh, that, could be a problem. So what game do you have in mind? Oh, I do want to talk about it, but I'm trying to figure out how I can close out the game without crashing the stream. So that way I can actually show you what I have in my Steam library, so we can actually talk about it in greater detail. Fortunately, though, like it looks like it took me all the way. Like it wants to. It's like on my screen, can't even see it, but it's like it's a freeze frame of. Something. It's a freeze frame of like the very beginning of our stream. Oh, Fallout. Oh, Fallout. You know, we did pretty well, all things considered. Like, I think we only had, like, one major glitch previous to this. And so the fact that it held out until the final... And this is why I'm probably not going to go into the DLCs, because of this nonsense right here. That being said... Let me see... We almost had something there. Okay, trying to find a back way through Steam isn't giving me much help. But yeah, that's Bethesda Match. But in their defense, I am running a crap load of mods, which probably is not doing me any favors. Alt tap harder. I keep trying. Escape, please. Alright, let me try bringing up something else. Huh, it just has that in the forefront. Maybe it'll work now. Come on, exit out. Like, you're embarrassing me, Fallout. Don't do this. Your PC huffed too much warpstone. What do you mean? Putting warpstone in the fans makes it work better. Ignore the explosions. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I regret to inform you that that is probably how it's going to have to end now. Before I go, we can talk about what, like, we won't decide it here. I'll have Raven put up a post on the YouTube to try and figure out and narrow down. But let me tell you sort of what I have and what I'm thinking about narrowing it down to. So, because though I can't pull up Steam and show you guys, I can pull up Steam on my phone, and I can talk about what we have. I would just end the stream and then try to reboot it, but it's almost 10, so there'd be no real point to do that. But, so let me tell you what options I have in terms of of games we could possibly stream now that we got Fallout over and done with. Let's see. Of course, naturally, there is the idea of the Dragon Age long form stream that we would do, because I know you guys enjoyed the Mass Effect stream, and this is literally the same thing but fantasy. So there's like that. There is. We could maybe talk about doing something Halo or Far Cry related. That would be fun. I do have access to both of those. There's Hogwarts Legacy, which we could potentially do a stream, though. You might be able to coax Raven into doing that too, since he knows more about Harry Potter than I do. We could possibly return back to Shadow of War, since I have done that in the past. I do also have some Total War games. I would be comfortable doing something like Total War Rome or Warhammer. Though I will warn you, I'm not great at those, but I've already made you guys aware that I'm not great at those, and you don't seem to care too much. So we could potentially do that. I don't think that would be anywhere near as long a series, but it could potentially be done. Suffer and play Dark Souls. Oof. Yeah, that'd be a really long stream series because I keep freaking dying. I could do Starfield. I'm kidding. No, that's not going to happen. Let's see. Oh, if you wanted to see the Dark Souls of Total War, I could try playing Attila and watch me die within 10 turns. That would be interesting. I could play Valkyria Chronicles. That'd be wild. Then there's, of course, XCOM 2, Electric Boogaloo, and with the idea I was talking about, I think probably the most promising aspects for the long form games would be the XCOM series and the Dragon Age series. But of course, I will post up several options and let you guys decide. But I'd like XCOM less suffering than Dark Souls. Yeah, and I'm not going to play on any crazy difficulty. We'll be playing with DLCs, and I think I might mod it to add some interesting stuff in there. But yeah, I think that'll be interesting and fun. So yeah, play Starfield. No, that'd be a snooze fest. I don't even think I can make that entertaining. It would be a total snooze fest. I mean, it'd be fun if I went full homicidal mode, but that's only interesting to me for so long. Because as much as I like to joke around about being a murder hobo, I can only do that up to a point. So I will talk with Raven. I'll talk about the suggestions you guys had, and we'll compile a list. I'm sorry the stream had to end with the game crashing, but in a twisted sense, it's kind of funny. So I appreciate you guys for sticking with me this long. We finally were able to get my son Disappointment to learn his lesson, and he has been grabbed into the warp so his mother can now scold him. Don't worry, she's in the good place, but she's going to go down and visit him to remind him what a disappointment he was. So, with that, we're going to be ending a little bit early, but we accomplished everything we wanted to, and we reminded Bethesda that we were too awesome for them to keep our gaming PC running. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I will say I will see you in the next one. Have a good night.